In this video I'm going to talk about the cloud rendering or render farm. In the past, mostly just a big movie studios using the render farms, and they mostly use a local render farm. But as the 3D technology grew, now there is more individual people, more companies, more industries using render farms, and they use online render farms because making their own local render farm costs them so much. So why you should use the render farm? Actually, you can use it sometimes for some part of your project, or you can be a regular user. The real reason is because it is much faster. So if you need to finish some work and you have a deadline, you can use a render farm. And imagine if you want to render an animation, it may take weeks or even months to finish it, to render it by your own computer. And most important, when you are using the render farm, your own computer, your own system will not be busy, and you can use it and continue your work. Here I'm going to use a FoxRenderfarm, which is one of the famous online cloud rendering. And once you register in this website, in here you will get $20 free trial, so you can have a couple of the renders and understand the cloud rendering, the speed, and how it is working. So after you register, you need to download a client, and here you download it. Once you download it, double click on the exe file, renderbus desktop 3 for me. Okay, select your language, English. Okay, and it is going to continue installing. By default it is on the D. Install, and let's finish. Run. Okay, here you need to log in with the same name that you register. I choose the server 5 because it is a new server. Your name and your password, then login. Well, here is the interface. You can see the balance, but I have a coupon. This coupon is actually, when you register you will get $20, but I was lucky and I got $100. Maybe you'll be lucky and you get some more too. So this is my past. I delete it. To start a new project, here come to the new project. It will ask you the name. Choose the name such as the interior and create. Once you create, it will open the render farm setting dialog. But if it didn't open, or later you want to access this window, you just can come here on the setting, click here, and it will open for you. So we need to change something, the general and max setting, because we are using the 3D Max. General, make sure that the enable sim parameter modification is enabled, already checked. Auto download, if you check it, it will download the final work and save it in your computer. And the project that we already have, the indoor one is the old one, and interior is what I just made it. In the max setting, you can see the output directory project. I'm going to use the interior because I'm going to use this one. The version of the 3D Max, you can see from the 2010 to 2016. I'm going to choose 2015. So it will give you a bunch of the plugin which is used for the 2015. If in my project I use any of them, I just can select them and add them to the plugin list. But I didn't use, and the V-Ray, you don't need to add the V-Ray, it will automatically detect it. So after all the setting done, I save it, close this one, and I just need to drag and drop my file, my 3D Max file in here. It will open this dialog box, and maybe even don't open. If you have just one project folder, it will not open, but because I have two, so it is opening. So interior 3D Max 2015, no plugin, yes, and continue. It will start to analyzing, but it gave me an error with the red color. When it comes to the error, you cannot continue until you solve it. So I click on this red color, and here it tell me that my Max file made and created by 3D Max 2013. So I cannot in my project file I cannot use a 3D Max 2015. So I close this one. I go to the setting again, and in the Max I'm going to use the 3D Max interior. I'm going to use the 3D Max 2013. Save it, close, and again I want to try it. Reanalyze, and again I got the error. So what is the problem this time? It tell me it cannot find the 3D Max. The problem this time is that my file made in 3D Max 2013, but my current computer using the 3D Max 2015. This is my 3D Max 2015. So the version of your computer should be the same as the version of this 3D Max file. This file was the old one, and I used the 3D Max 2013. So this time I just opened it in 3D Max 2015 and resave it here. So I just again this new version, which is 2015, it start to analyzing, and no error. I can just remove the old one and wait until it's finished its analyze. Okay, after it done, this time it gave me the orange or yellow warning. If I click, and mostly it is about some minor problem, such as here the gamma problem, or some texture that are missing. Most of the times you just can ignore and continue if you see it is not a big problem. So I continue. It will open the scene setting and the V-Ray setting, the basic. You can change the size and which camera, and in the V-Ray setting I'm using the light cache, irradiance map. You can use any other setting that you want. It is your V-Ray setting, and after all done you just submit it. It goes in the upload tab. You need to wait until it upload, then it will go to the render task and then to the download. After this point, you don't need to do anything else. You see here, move to the render task. Now you can see that the status is start. You need to wait until the status is done, and you can see you have done one render. You can just right click, show preview, or we can just go here, open. It will open the folder for you, and you can see your final render.